so good. Hey guys, this is me, Hisham, you should know me. Would you guys be interested in videos of me just eating random stuff? People's brains, people's testicles, a lamb head. I posted something on my Twitter, Facebook and Instagram accounts and asked people to tell me what trends they want to get rid of in 2016. And I got some interesting comments.
He's not so creative. He saw it on YouTube, but actually there's no worst food trends that need to die in 2016 or any other year. They're all makeup, so let him have credit for the food one.
The first food trend that's been there for a while, drinking from mason jars. Like, what's wrong with drinking in mason jars? They're fun, they're hipster. I'm drinking my peanut butter. Strawberry with lemonade. We're no longer friends. Colored buns. Yeah. Red burger buns, bagels, cupcakes. Everything has so much dye. Why would people go and buy a red burger just because it's red? Or black? It was actually burnt brown instead of black. For no reason. This needs to go. Someone was asking for plasticin to be a trend or to go away. Because vegan is so 2016 and we need to protect the plants too, so hopefully we don't switch to plastic. I think we would. With all the trash crisis that has been going on in Lebanon, I think we would eat plastic and that would be safer for us to eat. Anything hummus. The Americans have ruined it. Beetroot hummus, carrot hummus, anything hummus. Just blend anything and call it hummus. No, no, no. Hummus is chickpeas. And chickpeas mean hummus in Arabic. Please get that in mind. Hummus, chickpeas. Chickpeas. Hummus. Hummus, tahini. Tahini بالعربي. Salt, lemon, some water, and that's it. This is hummus. But don't call it hummus unless it has hummus in it. Please. A lot of people have been complaining about all these diets, fad diets that have been going on. Veganism, vegetarianism, pescatarians, paleo, gluten-free, low carb. Why do you have to make our life complicated? You're not gonna die. You're okay with gluten. Speaking of gluten-free, I have to share this story. I was in a coffee shop the other day and the bartender was orgasming over a gluten-free apple crumble. So I tried a piece just for the sake of it. I like my gluten. For gluten intolerances, you're not gonna die. Unless you're celiac, eat the bread. Oh, no gluten-free bread, no gluten-free cookies. They have created gluten-free vodka. Someone was promoting gluten-free apples. Let me check. Gluten in apples.
Let me check on that.
No. Nothing. And speaking of paleo, I would be okay with paleo if you would go and hunt and pick your own food. But buying food from the supermarket and going for a paleo diet, you're not a caveman. Learn. Read. Pretending that this is clean or this is not clean food is a waste of time. Just eat seasonal, fresh food, use a lot of produce, use a lot of greens, and you'll be fine. You don't have to call it and brag about clean eating, for God's sake. Superfoods. It doesn't wear a cape, and it doesn't have a sign that says S for superfood. There's no superfoods, it's all just a fad. Quinoa. Quinoa has been in Peru for a long time. It's one of the ancient seeds, but now everyone's just eating quinoa because for the sake of it. Quinoa tabbouleh, please. No. Tabbouleh is parsley. Lots of parsley, tomato, onions or green onions, burghul, and not soaked in water. And salt, allspice, mint, no cucumber. And don't go overboard with the burghul. Don't use quinoa. Quinoa tabbouleh is not tabbouleh. Okay? Low fat, skimmed. Do you know what is replacing the fat in those foods? Read your labels. Read your labels. Come back. Juice diets, you're throwing away the fibers. Make a smoothie. I'm fine with that, but don't add any weird colorings in them. Kale. Molecular gastronomy. It sounded good at first, but then strawberry perfume in a small plastic edible packet that you would just inhale. I want to eat. Frosé. Frozen rosé wine. I can't stand rosé wine. How would I stand frozen rosé? And blue wine. Pour me some more of this. Yeah, that's the shit. Matcha. Concentrated green tea, and we would force ourselves to drink it just because we've been told that it's good for the body. But it tastes 10 times or even 20 times stronger than green tea, and sometimes it's not that good. Matcha cupcakes, matcha latte, matcha donut, matcha bagels, matcha. Oh, and don't get me started on the knife. Knife inside a croissant is no. So we got some interesting stuff like a cronut. What else? But a knife inside a croissant, a chopped croissant, is like a heart attack on a plate. And I'm not sure it tastes that good. My friends were pulling my leg about rice pudding. It's called rizab halib, and I call it rice pudding. And I was going crazy all over the world. Every country has a rice pudding. And they also love my cumin recipe. Everything with cumin. You're gonna see it in 2017. The apple recipes are not gonna stop. Apples. Belgian waffles or French crepes being draped with chocolate topped with confetti sprinkles, chicken and maybe some mayo and sriracha all together and be posted on social media as a touch of creativity along with a quote about food wisdom from an 18-year-old food blogger. First, you're not a food blogger. You just post stuff or you re-grab shit. If you know the food that you're eating, you can be a food critic. If you don't eat that and don't eat this, you're not a food critic. So suck it up. All the crap that you load in a Belgian waffle or in a knefe or in a cronut or anything. This is not food. No. And lastly, the last comment that I really loved is someone calling for 2017 to be a year with fresh produce, nothing out of a can or a box, seasonal stuff, and all good foods to be cooked at home. And this is what I believe in. So these are the trends that I hope would die in 2017, and until then I wish you a really good year, and I hope 2017 would be filled with good trends. Until then, I'm just gonna sit here with a bag of peanuts reading your comments. Maybe some crackers.